Hello, welcome back to another It's Wonky studio vlog. What you don't know is that I was filming this on this camera just a few moments ago and it fell over and now so there goes that. We're now on my DSLR, which is old, so it doesn't have autofocus, so we'll see where my video recording journey goes. But just wanted to say, welcome. I'm Jamie. I make pottery, as you can see behind me, and I'm prepping for another art market. This is my second of the season and my last of the season, and it's happening on Saturday, so we're just a few days out. I've got some prep to do, inputting into Square, counting inventory, designing my setup, all of those goodies, so come along for the ride. And that's that. Gotta get a new camera. It is Wednesday morning, so I've just got a few more days before the pop-up. I still need to price everything properly and pack everything up, which also means that I need to prep my bins because like this one over here is a mess. I did make a little chalkboard yesterday because, spoiler alert, I think I'm going to do a little giveaway at this market. It just sounds really fun and a nice way to draw people in, and yeah, something exciting to do. I'm not quite sure what piece to do yet, but I figured I would write all the details on this little chalkboard and have it towards the front of my tent so people don't have to necessarily like walk in to see what's going on. I also need to make candles. Like I mentioned, am hoping to do an online shop update this summer, and it will be like my first official one. I've done it a couple of times, like kind of scattered, but this time I'm like doing it with intention and like I'm making a collection for it. So I did test out some print on demand like merch. I don't really know if I want to do print on demand, but I did get like a discount for the extension that I added to my website, so I figured I could use it as like a little sample run to see the quality of the pieces, but also see how my designs look on things, because I've never really done that before, and I figured this would be a good way because then I could like take it to someone local and be like, here's what I like about this, here's what I don't like, can you do it better? I'd love to support someone local. That just does mean that I would have to like make space for inventory and stuff here, so I don't know if this shop update I'm gonna commit to that because that's like a whole thing. So I might just try and get the whole online shop update moment done and then work on figuring out merch and stuff and maybe do it like later on in the year. Here are what I ordered. So I got this shirt, which I love the color of the shirt and the color of my print, and the t-shirt itself is like pretty comfy, and yeah, the print looks pretty good. And I also made a sticker version of that one as well, which is cute. I probably wouldn't do this. I want like a thicker sticker. And here is the tote bag. Wonky works. It almost looks like it glows in the dark because I did like a minty green design. Things I do like about this tote bag is it's one of the like organic cotton, as eco-friendly as we can get, and the size of it. Yeah, that's my little merch moment, and now I'm going to get to work. I also still cannot believe that I literally broke my camera yesterday. It's really fun. Oh well. You can't win them all, you know? We're all a little wonky. Especially one that's that different. made myself another matcha. This is also one of the first mugs that I ever made. So that's fun. It's so silly and obnoxious and really fun to use. I've got some photo work to do tonight because that's my other job. Just some inquiries to respond to that I got today, but I was busy doing other stuff. So I'll probably finish this and then just start to wind down for the night. Tomorrow I will be packing everything up and making sure that my checklist is fully checked off. That way, come Friday, I don't really have much to do and I can just have a day off before market day. I'm excited. I'm really pumped about the giveaway. I think I showed the mug that I'm giving and I hope it's a fun time. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Thursday, we're here. I ran some errands this morning, one of them being getting a fan because my husband and I shared our portable fan last time, which was fine. We're good at sharing, but it's definitely worth it to not. It is so hot outside, and especially under a tent, there's not much airflow, or not as much as you would think. Now, have to pack everything up. I typically like to pack my bins in the order of like where everything's going on the table. Do I actually have like a drawn out plan of like where specifically each piece is going? No. Is that probably not the best idea? Yeah, but I'm just going to not entirely wing it. I'm gonna do what I did last time, but the parts of last time that in my eyes just like weren't quite it, I've made those adjustments. So I've gotten a couple of more stands for the table to help with like rising, and I have a better idea of what to do with like my crates and things like that. And just the smaller things that just felt like they didn't have a home, I've got a better idea for those. So basically all I have in my 10 by 10 setup is my table, this shelf, and a smaller square table, which that I'm going to use for my giveaway and my business cards and my little baby like add-on things, so that those are like right by the front of the tent. Last time I left like a third of my table open so that I could have like a checkout area, have somewhere to like set the pieces down that they want, I can lay out my tissue paper, have room for my square, and it's a more seamless process versus them like handing me pieces. And then yeah, I have come a long way from like my first couple of solo pop-ups, which feels nice. Since I just did that one a couple of weeks ago, all the tables and chairs and all those things are in the car, so that all that I'll really need to consider is what snacks and bevies we want and any other like comforty things for the time that we're there. My husband is going to help me. He's an angel, and I'm so grateful to have a partner in this because it can be a lot. Not that I couldn't do it on my own, but it definitely just makes it easier having a buddy with you the whole time. Cheers, let's do this. Okay, pros and cons of this market. Pro, the weather was so much better than the last one. Thank you, Florida, for coming through with the breeze. Except con, the wind. I was paranoid about my tent probably the entire time, even though we had weights on it and everything. It was just the gust of wind that would kind of freak me out because I didn't know what other people's goods were gonna do and I didn't know what mine were gonna do. Thankfully, ceramics are essentially just paperweights. So I wasn't really worried about them falling over. I was more so worried about the tent causing other things to fall over, but that didn't happen. Another pro was the time, I think, was definitely better. Like 12 to 5 is more along the lines of something that I could see people shopping. But the con was it was just so slow. Like I don't think the location was in the best, yeah, it just wasn't the best location in comparison to the previous one I had done. And another pro, actually, there weren't that many pros, sadly. A lot of cons were just it was really slow for me and I did not make that many sales. and I probably made less than half than I did at the other one, which is wild to me. So I was hoping that that would be some nice income, but it was not. So that was very upsetting, and I'm still in recovery mode from that, I think, because this is my first technical like flop of a market, and I know it has nothing to do with like me or what I make and that people didn't like it or anything like that. I just truly don't think that there were enough people like out and about, like, and it has nothing to do with the people hosting the market. I just don't think it was the most successful day. Maybe it was just me. Maybe that's like not a good market for ceramics. Not sure. But I don't feel like I need to change my style or my prices or anything like that. But thankfully I did reach a new audience. I got a lot of people to sign up for my newsletter so they could enter the giveaway for my mug, which I need to announce the winner today. Gotta find that. Yeah, so I definitely like gave out a lot of business cards, got a lot of followers, and got a lot of emails, which is wonderful, especially since I'm planning my online shop update for this summer. That's my market review. Sadly, it was kind of a dud, but I did at least say I wanted to try a few this year to figure out at least one that I could like commit to when I had enough stock of stuff to be a part of, and I think I've figured that out just after doing these two. I kind of know my game plan for the rest of the year as far as markets go, which feels really nice and like a great little business goal accomplished. It's just a bummer that it had to like, my like market season had to end on such a dud. Anyways, that was this market. They can't all be winners, and that's okay. And it's just been really hard trying to figure out how to do this full time without selling my soul. Thankfully, I do have a partner who is able to help in supporting us. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to commit so much to like not perfecting the business, but like getting it to stand on its own 2 feet. And also, thankfully, I am a photographer, so that's helpful as far as income, but it's definitely not where I want it to be honest. And I'm hoping that this year I can at least feel a little more in line with where I want to be. And I think I'm going to get there because I am determined to get there. And I've already made strides. Like going through this whole like market season thing is something that I like would not have considered last year because it terrified me, but I did it. And now I know how I want to do it and how I can do it better each time and make it an enjoyable process for me throughout it too. But since I am in control, I want to enjoy as much of it as possible, which is why I only make things that I want to make, and if I don't want to make them, I don't make them, because after all, it is my art, and I want to do it how I want to do it. And why else would I be here if it wasn't to truly get myself out there in the world via ceramics that make our everyday lives better in a quirky little wonky way. So yeah, thanks for coming along this market journey. I'm about to embark on the online shop update journey, so we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to get back to throwing because I miss that so much, and this week hopefully I'll start and it will be my therapy. Come along for the shop update wild ride that I know it will be. See you in the next one.